Hey everybody, it's Kendrick from Providence Tarot. I'm going to give you a quick daily dose because I've got to get myself out of here so that I can get to, I'm Shanti so I can read today. Wow, okay, here we go. I'm going to be using the Morgan Greer Tarot today. And maybe I should use some oracles for you guys at some point, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't always have to just be tarot. And it doesn't have to always be cards. It could be a daily dose of art or something, anything. Speaking of art, this is artwork by Adam behind me. Check out his website, check out his Instagram. I mean, his pieces are like pretty expensive. I asked him, this wasn't as expensive as the pieces that, he commissions or he gets commissioned to do. The pieces that he gets commissioned to do are like $2,500, $5,000, $6,000, I believe. But every now and then he has some little gems that you can get at some really amazing prices compared to what he said. What he told me when I asked. And I hope that is like, okay. Because I'm pretty sure he tells that to everybody. What am I doing? Am I going to be doing a regular... Oh, you know what? Let's do a mini ascendant sprayer. Let's do a mini ascendant sprayer. Okay, cute. We haven't done that. An abbreviation, honey. So you're getting past, present, future, and you're getting a challenge, and you're getting sun, moon, and rising. But you're not getting all the other ones. But at the bottom, you have the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is saying, like, you're not letting anything get in your way, right? It's Sagittarius. It's an 8. So you're using the power of intention, and you're using the power of, passion. Your passion is powerful, okay? And this is almost kind of like you're taking your power back. I feel like some of you are doing that. This could be changing directions. Maybe you're actually choosing to go ahead and continue studying or furthering your study in something. I feel like you're also enlightened. So because you are enlightened, you are moving forward quickly, right? Because you just have this burst of energy, right? Also, like, I'm getting like a new method, a new plan of action, okay? It's related to the Strength card, so you're going courageously forward, okay, into something new and something different. And also, you're adapting to things along the way. You're adapting to changes along the way, okay? But definitely that. And Mercury in Sagittarius is in its 7th house. So this could be for some of you in like relationships. If you're a Gemini, you could be moving forward in some kind of relationship, or you could just be feeling like you're getting swept away with something, right? And somebody even could be like wooing you with their intelligence or their smarts, right? That type of thing. But we're moving forward with things courageously, and we're, it's like exposure and experience. Exposition, which is the same thing. Yeah. I'm just gonna move forward. That's great. It's like, 9 of Swords is here in the center, and this is saying that you're worrying too much. Your worrying is just gonna give more worry. Don't put emphasis on the things that you don't want to happen, and don't put emphasis on the direction that you don't want something to go, right? This is saying you can detach from your worry, you know what I mean? Because everything is going to be all right, and that's what this is talking about. Your experience has shown you that everything is going to be okay, because this is a 9, and it's related to the Hermit, right? So we're looking, we're seeking, we're searching for some knowledge, or we're searching for like some kind of like appeasement, right? But nobody is going to be able to appease you right now. These are things and these are thoughts that you're just going to have to process through and have the maturity to go through alone. You know what I mean? So no codependencies here, because this is related to the moon, right? So you have to emotionally detach from something, because, it's almost like that negative emotional experience that generates the thought process of the memories and how it changed you and all of that. But just get along with it now. You know what I mean? Yes, it changed you. That's great. What do you understand about how it changed you? Now, how are you adapting to like your life? How are you going to adapt to the fact that you don't want to be held back or tied down by the memories of something? That's why you need to move forward with this Eight of Wands, right? King of Rods, whoever it was. Oh my gosh. You know what I mean? They don't have that much power over you. They were individually them before they met your ass, and you were individually you before you met you. You know what I mean? You need to do what you feel like they're doing, what their energy is. You know, you need to take ownership and take accountability for who you are and what you want to do. You know, that type of thing. This could be Aries, Sag, or Leo, right? For me, it's more Leo, okay? But then it's also like, you know, holding firm, standing firm in your own desires, right? What you want to do. You're like, I know what I want to do, right? You know what you want to do, so why not do that, right? Why are you letting something pull you back, right? Because this has to do, if you're a Leo rising, this has to do with like career things, right? Maybe some delays, right? So that Nine of Swords could be talking about being worried about some delays or something like that, or maybe even like some deadlines, okay? Because it's talking about timing, you know, and it's also talking about something that's being indicated or something that's being designated, or maybe, you know, it's coming from someone at the top, right? Maybe the boss is like indicating that they're going to need you to rush through something, you know what I mean? And you're kind of like annoyed that you're going to have to rush through it, right? Or you just feel like you're rushing around, right? And it's just kind of like making you kind of anxious and all of that stuff. You need a moment to sit down and relax, okay? And the King of Rods is somebody that doesn't really let you relax, right? It's a lot of work to deal with them. This is somebody that also could be just has a lot of expectations towards you in terms of giving them the attention that they feel like they need or they deserve. You know what I mean? Whatever. Some of you are not doing that. Some of you are worrying about your own self and doing what you got to do. Also, we have a Leo full moon coming up soon, and that's what this is related to, you know. Do you? That's what it's saying. And stop worrying about the past. Let's look at the past. The Chariot. It's saying move on. You know what I mean? It's time for you to relate to life in a new way, in a different way, okay? And it's time for you to put those emotions that have held you back behind you. You know what I mean? Be anchored in your devotion to yourself, right? That's how I want you to stay grounded in yourself, and use your groundedness and use your emotions and motivate yourself to move forward, right, past something. It's like you've learned more about yourself now. That's why you can move forward. You're also healing as you're learning more about yourself, and you're learning about people, not just that person, but just how people work and how life evolves and how life changes and all of that. You know what I mean? And sometimes you have to learn to let go of things and leave things behind, because there is a day, there is a time, there is a place. There's a time and there's a place, right? And don't bring that shit with you. Leave it behind, right? You feel lighter too. Moving forward, lighter, definitely. That's what we like, okay? And you're getting somewhere too. This is a card of victory. It's a card of chance and opportunity and satisfaction that comes from that. You know, it's growth, right? But it's growth in the mind. Like, I'm understanding my perspective has changed. You know what I mean? That's why Jupiter, the planet that rules Sagittarius here, which is what we open with, also is the esoteric ruler of Aquarius, right? Change of perspective, the opportunity and the chance that change of perspective brings. It lets you move forward from something. You know what I mean? It's almost like magic, right? Just suddenly I feel better. You know, suddenly I realize, you know what I mean? Like that type of thing, you know? And it's like, I value the change too. So I'm moving forward with that sense of value to the change. You know, I know that something on the horizon is for me. I'm feeling the flow of energy again. It's almost kind of like a little bit electrifying here, right? Let's do it. Let's keep going forward. Let's, like, you know, blend our experiences that we've had as individuals and let that teach us something so that we can, like, be better versions of ourselves. Hello. Bam. Four of Cups right here. So we got Cancer energy. We have Moon and Cancer right with the Four of Cups. So some of you guys could be dealing with some stuff from, like, childhood with your mom, you know what I mean, and maybe not getting the attention that you feel like you deserved, right? Or this could be some of you that could have been younger moms, you know what I mean, and that could have the teen mom, like that type of situation. These are some people that also feel like, you know, maybe their actions or all of the things that they've done have kind of like gone unnoticed or something like that, right? This is like emotional complacency that comes from, you know, not feeling like you're getting the attention that you need or you're not getting the treatment that you need, right? And it's up to you to face your emotions and not be afraid of what they are actually giving you or feeding you. You know what I mean? They're giving you an opportunity to see areas in your life that you haven't actually been able to acknowledge because you've been suppressing some things, right? So now we're acknowledging those things and we're moving on. Now we're seeing where some things, you know, were just kind of like hidden, and there was no way that anyone could have saved us from ourselves in that kind of way. We had to go through the experience of life to realize what it was and what it meant. And we had to learn more about life through our experiences with our job, people, you know, all kinds of things, right? Having societal experiences happen to us, right? We're moving on. We're moving forward. We're realizing that, like, sometimes we just have to, like, forgive and forget. Sometimes we just have to forget. And sometimes we just have to forgive. And sometimes we just have to get it gone, you know? This is also a need to escape emotionally, right? You can escape with yourself, but you got to focus on the right thing. Let's see what's going on in your moon. Right, focus. The focus is going to bring the change, right? It's hard work, right? This is also like proving to yourself that you can change and that you can grow. This is putting your skills and your gifts and your talents to work, you know, putting them to the test. Also having fun with stuff, with doing things. Having fun with work and having fun with chores, you know. Maybe you need to get that thing that helps improve, you know, doing something. Work. Maybe it's a nicer paintbrush. Maybe it's a nicer easel. Maybe it's a nicer, you know, computer. Maybe it's a nicer something else, whatever, pots and pans, I don't care. And this is also you just proving to yourself that you can cultivate the change that you want to see. You have to be the change that you want to see. You know what I mean? You've got to push yourself too, right? Prioritization is important, okay? But it is about the work that you do for yourself that shows you and proves to you your own value, right? It's not about it's not how somebody can tell you how much you are to you, right? Well, to them, just definitely know how much you are to yourself. Know your self-value. You know, this is related to the Empress. Just because it's a 3. Right? And you're learning. Okay. Making some improvements, making some adjustments. Maybe there are some repairs that need to be made in some kind of way, shape, or form. Or maybe you're trying to improve the way that you do something. Being more efficient, right, with the 3 being there. And also, you know, not getting bored with whatever it is that you're doing. Make it fun, like I said before. Make it interesting. You know, you can dress it up. You can add things to it, subtle nuances, enhancing things, right? And this is talking about enhancing things. Actually, it could be something with your physical appearance, or it could be something about the environment that you're in. This is a work environment. Maybe some of you are getting annoyed because there's some construction going on around your place, and you need that silent time to do something that you normally do, and it's kind of like getting in the way, so you're having to adjust to it, you know, different times, something like that. Let's look at what's going on in the future. 2 of Cups, some of you are going to be in some relationship energy. What am I saying? This is online dating for a lot of people, right? Also, you're realizing how the emotions of other people are affecting you, and you're having to distance yourself or create the right emotional boundaries between that. You know what I mean? Oh, the time is going, honey. I can only do 15 minutes. The Knight of Pentacles is talking about moving forward with something, responsibilities, prioritizing, and definitely doing things in order for you to see the results and having sort of like a game plan, okay? And this is somebody that's going to kind of give you some advice of how to handle your finances or how to do something. It could actually be a professional on the other line on the phone that could be assisting you and helping you smooth out a situation, okay? So make sure that you look for that resource so that you can get that taken care of. I'm going to go because I'm almost at 15 minutes, and I do know that on IG, it just stops there. Like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, follow me on Instagram, Providence Tarot. On YouTube, it's that, and I'm NYC Kendrick.